That was beautiful, Mark. I always tell him that. It's great. I don't need that. Well, one. Hey, everybody. Hey. Happy 2020. We made it. What? Woo woo. First, I just want to thank God.
I'm actually going to let you listen to all this because it'll give you some insight on the fight and basically what the future is and what Claressa Shields has been up to since her brother, allegedly, we're going to keep saying allegedly, punch is not funny, Ivana Habazin's trainer, Bashir Ali is his name, correct? Who protege or understudy Steve Upser Chambers, who was my first ever interview on the channel, was a phone interview. You may remember him from fighting Andre Berto years ago, is now training Habazin. So I'm going to let you listen into this right here. And, I still got mixed feelings on Claressa Shields, Like, I love the fact that she is outspoken. I love that shit. Y'all know that. I like that. But it still seems as though to come across a little bit the wrong way. Like, a little bit more than just selling the fight and being, I don't know. And remember, just a year ago or less, like, I was on some old, like, I was a Claressa Shields fan. Let's just say that. So this right here is Mark Taffet, her manager, advisor. And you got to see some of his facial expressions when she start. Just pay attention and tell me, it's like this. I get it. You want to sell the fight and, behind the scenes, I'm pretty sure that the fight is selling off the fact that what happened at the last weigh-in with the trainer situation. But it's just like, I don't know. Let me shut up. Listen in. Please subscribe.
For getting me here, being with me throughout camp, just being with my mind and my physical, and being with me spiritually as we experienced this stuff in Flint and had to reschedule the fight again. And, just happened to go through all the bullcrap with Ivana and her team. She did not want to fight. She tried everything to get out the fight. Oh, my God, she wanted more money. She talking about she wants security. She talking about I can't have this person here. I can't have... This girl did not want to fight. I'm telling y'all the truth. But I have a wonderful team. Shout out to Mark Taffet. Shout out to Demetri Salita. Thank you, Showtime. Stephen Espinosa, After everything happened in Flint, I had a conversation with Stephen Espinosa, and he just told me stay focused, and everybody who was in Flint, anybody who knows me personally know that the incident that happened in Flint is not something that I have a history of doing. I don't do stuff outside the ring. I'm not a thug, She called me a thug in her statement. She said a whole bunch of stuff, and just to her, like, that's why she will never, ever in life be a real world champion. Because world champions don't carry themselves like that. She's using a situation that happened in Flint with her coach to become some kind of Croatian superstar or something. It's so weird. She's weird. Her and her whole team. Now let's talk about the fight. She got up here and said I was a bully. First off, right after the stuff happened, after I spoke to Coach Bashir on the phone multiple times and checked on him multiple times and make sure he was straight, she making all these statements, right? And then I seen her statement. Guess what I did on Instagram? Blocked her. I haven't even inboxed the girl, talked to her since I seen her statement, because that's ignorance on her part. That's ignorance, knowing that I'm carrying the sport of women's boxing and you're trying to trash my name when I've never been a thug. I've never been in jail. I've never had handcuffs on me, but I'm a thug. That's why I'm saying she weird. And just with the fight happening, I'm more prepared than ever. It's just been so much. I could say a lot of stuff that she said, but one of the main things that really was disrespectful was that I didn't make weight for October 4th. Don't believe the lies. I made 154 pounds, 154.0, and I'm going to be a 3-time division world champ come Friday. Ivana doesn't stand a chance in hell. I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep it real. She's not as skilled as Hammer. She worked her way up, but I'll tell you this. Once a quitter, always a quitter. She quit in the fight against Michaela Lauren. She had a 10-round fight with a girl who was 14-14. when you look at me and you see the kind of fighter that I am, I'm once in a century kind of athlete. The quotes on my back, and that's what I carry 24/7. I train so hard for Ivana. She gonna be sick after the fight. Her and her whole team, because she put in all that hard work for nothing. There's nothing she can do to beat me. And I guarantee it's gonna be over before 6 rounds. And I say 6 because I'm punching different. I'm punching way different at 154. I'm stronger. I'm faster. She was slow in the beginning. I'm faster. And then even with that, this girl is a quitter. She's a quitter. She's gonna quit. As soon as she get hit, go right back to her old ways, covering up, swinging all wild, ducking her head. She don't got a chance in hell. First round, she gonna come out there with some confidence, but as soon as I hit her, all that confidence she had up her talking about some she gonna knock me out. I'm about to be real. Ivana hasn't got a knockout since 2011. I was 16 back then. Just so some of us can't do the math. I was 16. I'm 24. So in 8 years, she hasn't got a knockout, but she gonna knock out the greatest woman of all time. No, the fuck you're not. Stop it. Stop the nonsense. Goofy. She's goofy. She's goofy. And you know what? Just with the whole thing, like, I don't even have to talk much because make sure you're out there in Atlantic City, New Jersey, January 10th, because that's my coming out party. Boots gonna turn it up. Alicia she gonna open it up. And after that, I'm gonna close this show. I'm gonna put down the curtains. Down goes Has Been.
Well, I remember researching before, and I was like, wait a minute, she didn't quit. She just was getting her ass whooped. Like, this is her right here against the fight Claressa Shields was talking about, against Michaela Loren. Michaela Loren like to go ahead and sneak kiss other females, too, at face-offs. You got to be careful with her if you don't like hot lesbian action. So, yeah, this is her right here. Don't look like she quit. Look like she was getting fucked up. That's what it looks like to me. So, let's see right here. This is where it begins. And, yeah, I got Claressa Shields winning. You know, the undercard is going to feature Alicia Napoleon opening up. It's going to be on Friday, not Saturday. Saturday is going to be the Jessie Hart card. That's the girl she's fighting right there. It's the Swedish girl.
Enjoy the moment. And for sure, we're going to put on a great show on Friday night.
Alicia, you've sold out venues in New York City. Now you get the opportunity here, again, on a national platform like Showtime. Your thoughts on the opportunity to become a unified champion. It's one thing to be world champion, it's another thing to be unified.
I almost stole your thunder and started talking over you. What does it mean? It means a multiple of things. Because when I started boxing, when I was an amateur, I was like, yeah, I would love to be a world champion one day. And my goal was to at least get one belt. And now that I'm here and I'm unifying, even before...
She didn't quit. She was getting her shit pushed in. You see that? She didn't quit. That's a Habazin right there. She was looking generic as fuck out there. Hands laid up upon her. Anyway, Alicia Napoleon Espinosa, she's going to say some real shit here about women's boxing.
There was no boxing for us.
And how women, you know, do deserve more money, especially when you look at, like, come on, they're televised on, like, Showtime.
It's just such an amazing...
So the question's going to come up, why she didn't fight Claressa Shields. And she was talking about the reason why she turned down the fight is because they were offering her peanuts, and considered now the fight is bigger. So a lot of times, you know, you can't really say certain situations are ducks, you know, especially on this level where they're not making a lot of money. But when it comes to like higher level fights, I don't know. I don't want to get too far off the path. So I want you to listen to this right here and see if you agree or not.
Talking about you, she said she wanted no parts of me at 160 or at 168. So my question to you, did you avoid her in the past? And If you're victorious, do you want Claressa Shields next?
Did not avoid her, and we hashed this out before in person, not on social media. I want to get paid. Okay, I want to make decent money. I want to eventually get paid as well as the men are getting paid in the sport. You know, when Claressa first started, they weren't offering money that they're offering now, and that money still needs to be more. Sorry, but it does. Okay, I love you guys, and I'm taking the opportunity, but it needs to change. Okay, women offer just as much as the men, and guys, I love you. Okay, because I've looked up to you, and I admired all the male fighters. Who's talking in that crowd? You saying something bad? I guess I'll come off this podium right now. But no, did not avoid Claressa. Looking forward to it. You know, I'm in this game to be challenged and fight the best, be the best. That's what we're here for. But I'm going to make a stand, and I'm not going to say yes until I feel that is right financially and until the team agrees. So that's where I stand, because if I don't stand for that now, it's never going to change, and women behind me and with me at the moment are never going to benefit from it. And that's it.
If you're victorious, do you want Shields next?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Shields, and then I also want Franchon Cruz-Dezern, because she's in my weight class, and right now she's the title holder of those 2 other belts, so I would love a unification fight with her as well.
Fantastic. That's the opening bout, unification fight. Let's get to the co-main.
Shields had already beaten Franz for Sean Cruz-Dezern. It was her first fight, right? It was a Rock Nation card. Which one, though? Was it Ward Kovalev 1? I don't remember. Or Kovalev Ward 1? I don't remember. Anyway, this is who she's fighting. Alicia, Napoleon, Elin, Cederroos. We're going to figure it out in Swedish pronunciation. I've seen Herman's fight before. She fought Claressa Shields, right? I mean, pretty solid card. Also, who's this guy that Jaron Boots Enos is fighting? I've seen him fight before, but against who? I know that face. I know that fucking, that beard. Was it Kareem Mayfield? I covered that fight. Did I pay for this fight? How much you want to bet I covered this fight? I don't have time to look it up, though. I covered that fight. I'm pretty sure I did. Was this PBC on Spike? Or was that Fight TV? Showtime, Gerald Miller, Fred Kasi card. I covered this shit. This was on there. Was it on a free TV, free Showtime stream? He's been around. You've seen this dude before. I'm telling you.
Ennis is his hardest fight because he came here to fight. He said he's going to come in like a hunter. He's going to hunt him down. He's going to put pressure on him. He's not going to let go of him. And it's a big, he's first of all, he's thankful once again. It's a big money fight for him. He's hungry and he needs to get through. That's it.
Jaron, you said Friday night is all about making a statement to the welterweight division. What's that statement you're trying to make to the division?
That statement is doing my thing, me having fun as always, being sharp, smart, fast, strong, and getting that knockout. It's gonna come because he's sure it's gonna come. He got to come to me, so it's gonna come. We're gonna set it up perfect and get him up out of here.
Lastly, Bakhtiyar, someone in your camp made the point that Jaron's never been past 6 rounds. Do you plan on taking him into the deep rounds of this fight?
Бой план покажет, война план покажет.
The fight is going to show its plan. He's planning to pressure.
He's basically saying this is going to be a short night. Jaron, how do you anticipate this fight showing out on Friday?
That sounds good.
Cuss the doobie starting
It's
shit.
different when you're in there with me. You can watch me all day, but when you're in there with me, I'm strong, I'm fast, and I'm unpredictable. You don't know what I'm gonna do. I can switch it up. I can have fun. I can do whatever I want to do to him. So Friday night, he gonna see why that nobody want to fight him. He gonna understand why nobody wants to fight him.
We'll wrap it up with this. You know, you've been regarded as one of the top prospects in the sport. I think Claressa even called you the next Roy Jones Jr. Is this the year that Jaron Ennis steps up to the championship level of the welterweight division, which is regarded as deep and probably the best division in boxing for men?
Most definitely. That's what we want. After I do my thing on Friday night, we most definitely looking for the top 10, top 15, title eliminators, world titles, all that. 2020 will be the year that I will take over, and the world will know about Jaron Boots Ennis.
That's the co-main.
We're going to jump back to Claressa Shields' part as she's going to go in again on Habazin. Enos is ranked number 15 by the IBF. You can see my rankings down below. Well, actually, these are the official WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO rankings. I update them monthly. The link is right down below in the description box, fight3ct.com. As you can see, the top of the division, Earl Spence, Manny Pacquiao, and Terrence Crawford. Right now, he's only ranked by the IBF, but I expect for him to be ranked higher, and he's been having some promotional issues. And yes, 2020 should be a year where we see him in a fight with at least a couple of names that we know. And looking at 147, hell, give me a Krill Ralock. Fucking give me a Ray Robinson. Like, you know, it's time for him to step up. David Evernesson saying, yeah, give me him too. You know, fuck it. Like, 2 miles to the Lord, man. Like, it's time. He needs a big name or significant name this year. Oh, listen in. Hold up. Let's go back.
Shields was having trouble making weight. This will be your 5th straight fight at this weight. Do you believe that will be an advantage for you? Her coming down will be a disadvantage for her going into this fight.
Well, if I can say something about injury, I didn't see medical exam, so I don't know, maybe my joke wasn't just a joke. 154, I definitely think it's going to be advantage for me, but I don't concern myself about her weight, whatever. This is the fight, it's not a game, and I came here to win.
Claressa?
Drugs. Only thing I can say to that, medical records. Dumb. I was in a whole knee thing for 2 months. I couldn't even walk. Is she mentally challenged? Man, like stuff like that is where I be like, she a little off. You know what I mean? She weird. But
Let me ask you this.
I don't fake no injury. Not for her anyway. No.
You victorious Friday night.
I would.
We've already pointed out more history.
Yep.
3 different weight classes. Fastest person in the sport to accomplish that as a world champion. What would it mean to you personally?
You know, I just try to carry women's boxing the best way that I can. I'm regarded as a top 10 fighter in boxing already with only 9 fights. So when you have that kind of pressure on you every fight and that kind of, you know, people looking up to you, you have to go out there and not be average. You know, you have to go out there and be great every fight. And for me, making this feat here, becoming a 3-time division world champion faster than Lomachenko, who holds the record at 12 fights, to me, it'll just solidify my claims at being the greatest woman of all time, which a lot of people agree with it. A lot of people don't. But I don't really care about what nobody else think, though. It's about what I feel and what I think and what I know. And skill-wise, there's not a woman that can compare to me. Skill-wise, I can do everything. I can box. I can brawl. I can stand there toe-to-toe if you want to. I can stand there toe-to-toe and not get hit and land my shots. When you have that kind of caliber fighter, as in being a woman, that's God-gifted, and I'm a once-in-a-century athlete. So when I win this fight, all I'm going to do is get a little louder with she the GWOAT, greatest woman of all time. Putting it there. I claim it.
Ivana, considering everything that has happened between...
You can't argue with that confidence. Cecilia Brockles is likely going to fight Katie Taylor. Unfortunately, that's a bigger money fight for Cecilia than fighting Claressa Shields. Also, from what I've been hearing, Claressa Shields' team, Brockles' team is not really feeling like Claressa Shields. They look at her some type of way. You know? I'm going to just leave that part at that if you get my drift. So, it's one of them things like they don't really want to give her a payday to go through like that type of shit. And it's, you know, some other, you know, outside the ring politics or some shit. But anyway, moving on. You know, like when she talk like this, I really don't be feeling it. Like I get it.
It leads into my next question. because you promised to not.
Don't be talking like that.
Concern himself with
Don't get me wrong. I want her to be outspoken.
about her.
Please stop it. That's how world champions talk. You ain't no damn world champ. Don't be talking like that. She pitiful, man. I'm telling you, like, y'all thought I beat up Hammer? I'm about to sleep her. Oh man, look.
Let me ask you this.
She's a quitter. She's gonna quit.
It leads into my next question, because you promised a knockout.
I'm going to deliver.
And although you've been dominant here in your last few fights, you haven't gotten a stoppage in nearly 2 years. Why will Friday be different?
Well, first, let's talk about how I'm only 9-0. When you talk about getting knockouts and then being faced against the opponents that I'm faced with, if you would have gave me tomato cans to fight up on Showtime, I would have 9 knockouts on Showtime. If you look at who I fought, Hannah Gabriels, who she been knocked out by. Okay. Then you talk about Tori Nelson, 17-0 when I fought against her. Who knocked her out? Nobody. I beat her. We talk about Christina Hammer, 24-0, 11 knockouts. Who beat her? She was undefeated. So when people put the pressure, oh, you supposed to be knocking girls out. No, I'm not. I'm supposed to go in there and beat them. And technically, I would have got the knockout on Christina Hammer, but she kept holding me. It's not my job to be the ref. That's the ref job. And that ref also apologized to me about not doing her job correctly. So when you talk about getting knocked.
All right, unfortunately, you got to go watch the rest of it on your own time, because we already been here 20 minutes. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. My colleague Donnell Haynes is actually going to be at the fight. I'm going to be at the fight the next day. 2 fights in Atlantic City. There's going to be this one on Friday night, and then you're going to have at the Hard Rock Casino the Jesse Hart versus Joe Smith card. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.
I was to box 3 minutes, I'll be throwing over 125 punches. So with that, now we slow the punch count down. We're going to aim our shots. We're going to take our time. And now I'm just more comfortable without fighting in the headgear. In the Olympics, the women have to fight with headgear, and the amateurs when the boys don't. So I was never used to, first off, getting headbutted, getting elbowed, all that without the headgear. So